I think I'm about to make a big mistake. I'm headed up to the Goodwill outlet on a weekend day. Now, normally I don't source on weekends where I can avoid it because it just gets crazy. And at the Goodwill outlets, it's no exception. It is probably going to be bananas there. But you and I are gonna shop until we drop. I'm taking you along for the ride like I always do. And we're gonna see if I can survive sourcing the Goodwill bins on a Saturday. Stay tuned. All right, fun bunch, we're strolling in a half hour late, so there aren't going to be any carts. You got to get here early in the morning, and I just got to the shoe rotation, and really it's being in the right place at the right time when there's so many people around. So I was unfortunately in the wrong place at the wrong time, and there wasn't much to go on shoe-wise. I'm going to grab these ones though, and yes, they're youth. They're Nike Air Max Genomes, but that Air Max style seems to sell enough. And at $20, that's what I will list them for. I think I can move them in a decent amount of time. 6.5 youth size, Nike Air Max Genomes. I'll take it. It is what it is. I'm going to look through the rest of this stuff. This pair of Birkenstock here, I'm going to leave these behind. A little bit too much wear. They turn up all the time, and quite honestly, I have trouble selling them in that condition for decent prices. So I'm not gonna pick those up. I don't pick up Birkenstock that are like super well worn this day and age because I can't move them like I used to. So I'm gonna leave those behind. I'll take the Nike youth shoes. I'm also gonna grab these Crocs that look like they're destroyed, but this is the Baya style. They're like fuzzy lined. They're a unique maroon color. I'm gonna throw these in the wash. We'll touch them up. We'll take a look at how they come out towards the end of this video, but I know that if they do come out clean, I can sell those for 25. So I'll take the youth shoes for 20. I'll take these for 25, and I really couldn't find anything else that was acceptable, although I will look. I'm really passing up, you know, all of the fall season shoes, boots, not really looking into any of that since it's spring and summertime, but just getting there and being sort of in the wrong spot. You have to take what you can get, and that's a lot of what happens when you go to the bins. It's like being in the right place at the right time. But I'll take those two pair of shoes. We'll move on to some clothes. I got kind of lucky here because this is a Polo Ralph Lauren, the mesh shirt, I think is what they're calling this one. Still has the tags on it, which is lovely. So it's one of those like Florida Gator colorway type shirts, right? The blue with the orange polo. A men's XL, which is a fair enough size for me. I have to be honest, if this was pre-owned, I would be leaving it behind because there's just so much of it. The fact that it is new with tags, I can sell it new with tags. I'm just checking to make sure that there aren't any like obvious flaws that would make me have to either disclose the flaw or sell it in a pre-owned condition. Everything looks fine there. I think $40 would be a fair price for that. And I think because spring and summer is where I will sell that garment the fastest, we're in pretty good shape here, so we'll take that. This color block hoodie was kind of cool, but I say this often. If a garment doesn't readily identify itself, I can't find the tag right away, in most cases, I'm going to leave it behind. With some exceptions, I will talk about what those exceptions are here coming up. So I was going to dig through the rest of this stuff. I really did like the kind of colorway combination of this striped sweatshirt, but I end up passing that and leaving that behind. Again, because I don't think the brand was favorable, and that's a fall-winter item, so they'll pass that behind here. I'm going to grab this white t-shirt that you see right here. Now, this is important because this is a Uniqlo Keith Haring collaboration t-shirt. It's in great condition, white color. The sleeves are kind of small, which is sort of strange for this shirt, but the significance here is Keith Haring's birthday is May 4th, and so this video was recorded on April 16th, so that's 3 weeks away. You'll probably see a resurgence in Keith Haring related items selling in the next 3 weeks, and it's easy to remember because May 4th is also a Star Wars holiday, if you will, like May the 4th be with you. So if you try to remember May 4th Star Wars, May 4th Keith Haring, you might see a spike in Keith Haring related items selling around this time. So for that reason, I'm going to pick that up. Next thing here, this is one of the ones that, and one of the reasons why I don't wear gloves when I go to the bins. When I felt this, I didn't know that it was exactly Lululemon, but when I turned it inside out, that is in fact what it was. It's a Lululemon Rush Hour long sleeve shirt. It's a woman's size 12. You can see the logo, and I knew it when I felt it. It felt different. So even though this is long sleeve and maybe more fall season, it's Lululemon, felt great. It's a size 12. It's a great size. I'm taking this home. This is a 100% guaranteed sale for me. I'm going to list it for $45 because I saw a size 10 in that exact same style and color sell for $44 or $45. So that's where I will price that at. It's going to be a hurry up and wait kind of situation again. Maybe I'll get lucky. Often when I think something is going to sell in the exact season it's supposed to, I just sold a heated fan recently. So you never know, but it was crazy busy, even though it did fizzle out for like the last maybe 30 minutes that I was there. I'm going to grab another Lululemon piece. This is timely because it's short sleeve. It is a men's 5-year basic tee. I think the colors are gray. It like looks kind of green, but it's a grayish color. You got to look for the logo on the bottom there. Easy to pass up because there's no tag hanging from the like crew neck, back of the neck area. So got lucky on this one here. Feels great. It's a men's size XL. I don't see exact comparables, but these sell for $30 enough for me to know that that's what this one is going to sell for. So I'm going to grab that and keep looking. You have to, and I've said this before, you've got to pay really close attention to Lululemon. Not all of it is going to do really well in the resale world because that brand is moving into and transforming into a fast fashion brand. So quality will diminish for a lot of the items that they're just trying to crank out as their seasons change and the store turns happen way more frequently than they used to in the past. So you have to pay attention to that. Not all of your Lululemon is going to sell 100% of the time for max value. So just keep that in mind as they transition their business and quality goes down. That's just kind of what happens. It's what happens to a lot of brands. So, but those two items that I found, both very high quality, and they will sell. So I'm going to show you something really interesting. Now, Victoria's Secret, Abercrombie & Fitch, those brands are headquartered in Columbus, Ohio. Take a look at this. This is one of those bra like dressers that came from Victoria's Secret, and they're trying to sell it for $7. Yes, you saw that right. It's only $6.99, but like this is one of those massive middle of the store displays from Victoria's Secret, right? You just don't get to see this every day. It's, again, you're going to see it here because they're headquartered here, but I had to get that on camera because it is just so unique. You know, somebody can get that thing, refinish it, get it into excellent condition, probably go into like a multi-millionaire's, walk-in closet or whatever, but just a really interesting piece. I know you saw me toss that Orvis aside. We're out of season there. I'm going to leave that behind. My oldest daughter found this. This is a pretty fun find here. So this is from 1999. It's just like a Teletubbies mini backpack, crossbody. It's in pretty decent shape. We'll take a look at the inside. Sometimes the insides can get kind of dirty and dingy, but everything looks good here. And I've seen some of these similarly sell as high as $50. I saw a similar sold comp like this design sell for around $20. That's probably what I'll list it at, although I could potentially push that to $25. What I'm noticing in the data that I'm looking at is Teletubbies seems to be having a resurgence for resellers. Like it seems to be moving a little bit quicker. The prices seem to be going up a little bit more for that brand. That's something to pay attention to. That's something that I noticed when I was doing my comparables in the store here as we were looking that up. So $20 at a minimum for that. I could again push that to $25, but pay attention to all things Teletubby. Not everything is going to make you $1 million, but just be aware of that. The data is telling me to give them a closer look. So I'm going to grab two hats here. I'm going to grab this Atlanta Braves hat because it is brand new with the stickers still on it. Fanatics Cooperstown collection mesh trucker hat. Doesn't have the quintessential Atlanta Braves logo on it, but I'm still going to grab it, price it at $20. And again, with dates, the Zelda franchise for Nintendo, Tears of the Kingdom, the brand new Nintendo Zelda game, comes out May 12th. And for that reason, I'm going to pick up this Skyward Sword Zelda hat from 2014. I'll probably price that, and it's going to be a stretch at $20. But again, because there will be a resurgence in interest in Zelda because that new game is going to be released, that I'm going to pick that hat up. We love Zelda as a franchise, and so maybe again we'll see a spike in Zelda-related items and sales because of the anticipation of that new Zelda game. I think it's been either 5 or 6 years since Nintendo has produced a new Zelda game. The one that came out before this is called Breath of the Wild, for those of you that don't know. So gonna grab the Zelda hat, grab the Atlanta Braves hat. I don't think there was anything else here that was really interesting in the hats and bags section, so let's just glaze over this one more time. I don't think there's anything here, nope, that has any resale value, so we're gonna move over here. I actually forgot about these, so I'm gonna show you these before we head back home here. This brand is a brand that you really want to pay attention to for resale, Cotopaxi. So if you just search Cotopaxi in your eBay app, you'll see maybe 1,300 active listings. But then if you sort to the solds, just using that one single keyword, you get 1,700 or so sales. This is a brand you really want to pay attention to. This short here is called the Crux short. I can't remember, I didn't see what size that was. That large, extra large men's. I'm looking for the logo. It's like a llama logo of sorts. I don't remember exactly, but it's on the shorts here. I see a sold comparable for these similar. There it is right there. For around $38. I think I'm going to price these at $30, but super light because we're at the bins, right? But an excellent find, a great, great brand for resale. So please keep your eye out for that brand. And that is going to be another $30 sale for me, which is lovely because those are like super light here. Cute little kitty scarf. Probably should have picked this up for my youngest, but we're going to leave that behind. I didn't see any branding on that or anything. It looked like it was sort of faded in the white area, so leave that behind, although it wouldn't have really hurt because it wouldn't have cost anything to throw it in my cart, but I don't think that was anything worth reselling or keeping because of its conditions. So we're going to keep on keeping on here, and yeah, it's starting to slow down a little bit here. It was like a really hot and heavy crowd coming in here in the beginning, and everybody kind of fizzled out within the hour. So it started off strong, and I think we've found some phenomenal items just in the small amount of time that we spent here. So let's take a look at this place and glaze over it one more time, and then head home to take a look at those Crocs. Crocs came out looking pretty decent. Still a little bit of maybe some dirt residue that I can just wipe clean. Insides are still wet. I just threw them in the wash and then just wiped down the sides. Remember how dirty they were? And they look like they're in much better condition already. So insides look, let me move this. Insides look like they're okay, to get just a few of the hairs that get stuck on the socks when people are walking around their house and they have cats. Here's the other side, cats or dogs, whatever. The other side here, they look good. These look okay. And then the Air Max, the only thing I really had to do, I threw these in the wash, just wipe down the white midsoles right here. Air pockets are in good shape. These look pretty good. So not terrible for both of these shoes. And I'm satisfied with that. All right, let's take a look at the giveaway boxes. All right, so for box number 2, I'm gonna add the polo shirt. You just saw me source that. Let's call this $40. That goes into the box that does have the Nintendo Switch, probably valued at $200, the Hokas that are $50, and these Lululemon joggers, value those at $40 to $50 here. So we've got 100, 2, 3, got about $340 to $350 in value right here in box number 2, with plenty of room to go. As for box number 1, you didn't see me source this on camera, but these velour tracksuits have come back into style. Juicy Couture, somebody had mentioned they sold a Fila tracksuit for $100 in my comments of one of my videos. This is Champion. This is a woman's size small, matching purple. The color really doesn't do it justice on my phone right now. I'm gonna add this to box number 1. At a minimum, if I would say $50 for this, probably more. Let's just say 50 for the sake of simplicity here. Add that to the box. It's got the Nike runner pants, brand new in there. Let's call those 40. So we've got 90 right here, 60 to 70 for the Genealogy leather pants, $100 on the Amish shorts. If you're new to the channel, go back and watch some of the previous ones, because I do talk about the pieces that I add in detail as they start to add up. This is a pair of the Fleo shorts. This is the Patagonia men's better sweater, $50 on that. Brand new Victoria's Secret bra, $30, and then the Pendleton snap button Western shirt. This one right here, I gotta do the math in my head, probably around $400 to $500 right here, and then this one slowly catching up at around $350. The only thing you need to do at this point is be a subscriber to the channel for a chance to win one of these boxes. So if you're not a subscriber, hit that button. I only spent $10 for everything you saw me source in today's video, and my total listed value for everything comes to $270. So on a very busy weekend day where I had little time and even less patience, I still think I did pretty well. And as always, I thank you for coming along for the ride with me. Brendan here, Dad Planet, the One Man Show. We'll see you in the next video.